Hey guys, Hump Day update here. Tony George, DocSports.com. Free Mo Valley play coming your way. Before we get to yesterday's recap, which is not good, this is what you look like after you've slept about 3 hours and lost 8 dimes on one play. That being said, it is the opening full bore, all the way across the board, a day of conference action in college basketball, which is huge. And there's a huge slate today. Although a lot of teams have claimed their identity, did this or did that or did the other thing in the non-conference schedule, there's still a lot of question marks heading into conference play. We'll talk about one of those in this Missouri Valley game in a minute. But nonetheless, for a free play here, we got, I think, a good one for you. A live, I wouldn't say a live, possibly a live dog, but we'll get to that in a minute. Yesterday, I am refraining from using every single F bomb that I could possibly use to describe the bad beat loss we had on Ohio State as our top play of the bowl season. It should be noted two things. Our top plays in football, 6 and 7 unit plays, are 4 and 1 our last 5. But the only one you remember is the last one, and trust me, we're 13 and 4 in the bowls headed into yesterday, took Ohio State. They effing laid down in the second half and protected a lead. Urban Meyer, get your ass out the door. Greg Schiano, you should be freaking fired. Okay? Went through Washington like a hot knife on butter the first half, did whatever they wanted. Came out in the second half and didn't do anything but try and protect a 28-3 lead at the end of the day. And when you do that, teams come back. Touchdowns mean nothing because you got a big lead. You don't cover a big number. Yeah, we had the interception for the 2-point conversion. He ran back. He fell down. We would have covered. It doesn't make a difference. A loss is a loss. That was a bad beat. That was one of the worst beats I've had in quite some time because they just grabbed, a spread defeat from the jaws of victory. Never. I like how everybody's praising Urban Meyer and this and his record. He choked in a lot of big games, and he gave that one up. Although he won, he got outcoached. His team just didn't give a rat's ass in the second half. You can't predict that. Brutal. Just brutal. Never saw so many open wide receivers in all of my life. If they would have dropped 4 or 5 wide open passes, Washington would have won the game. They would have been up. Going in the fourth, they had receivers wide open dropping passes that once they caught it could have ran for 30 or 40 yards. I don't want to hear about Greg Schiano and defensive coordinator and, Ohio State, you screwed me. You screwed a lot of people. 8 dimes. That being said, we've been tearing it up in top plays in football recently. My 7 unit plays overall, just no good. NBA, no good. So we're going to stick with the flat bet, 4 and 5 unit, 6 unit plays, maybe occasionally. Be a long time for you to see me have another 7 unit play. I can tell you that. It's just not kind to me. Full transparency, that's the way I operate. Am I pissed? Yeah. Big time. That being said, bright spots, college basketball's been solid. We lost our last play, but we had 14 and 3 the last 4 Saturdays. Conference actions here. 3 plays tonight, 2 of them out of the Mo Valley, one of my specialty conferences. Missouri Valley, Big 12, Big 10, Ohio Valley. Some West Coast Conference too. And I have a Vegas Sharp that comes in twice a week, especially on Saturdays, and we lay them down. And we've been tearing it up. So that was a 25 and 13 run, something like that in college basketball. Don't quote me. It's 25-13, 25-14. 3 plays tonight, flat bet, right across the board, flat bet. 9 units worth of action. NBA bouncing back today. Got a totals play for you. It's going to fly over the total by 10 or 12 points, easy. So, that being said, let's go ahead and get to a free play here on Hump Day. And we're looking at Indiana State and Loyola Chicago. Loyola Chicago, the darling of the Mo Valley last year, lost a lot to graduation, and it shows. Matter of fact, Indiana State's got a little better record here, and they've got a better resume coming in this game, and they're catching 8 now at the Westgate. Now, the one thing about the Missouri Valley is home road dichotomy. I don't give a rat's ass who's playing at home. They cover. If it's the worst team in the league versus the best team in the league, they cover. More times than not, they frickin' win. It's one of the most home road dichotomy conferences, extreme, in college basketball, bar none. And there's a lot of teams that have strong home floors in this conference. Strong home floors. Even with bad records, it's just one of those deals. It happens every year. We're going to see if it continues here this season. But Indiana State, you take a look, they lost to TCU twice in their last, I think 4 out of their last, they played out of their last 4 games, they played them twice. Was up Mount Hawaii in a championship game where they beat UNLV and they beat Colorado. A couple of good, decent teams. Loyola Chicago's had trouble scoring this year. Scored 42 against St. Joe's. They covered 40. They scored 41 against Wright State. I mean, they just haven't been able to score a lot of points this year. They lost to BC by 12. Offensively, they're averaging 61 points their last 5 games. That's not going to get it done. And I know they play tremendous defense. No doubt about that. You're talking about a team that scored 72 points their last game against better competition. Loyola Chicago's only 2-5 this year at home against the spread. They're laying 7.5, 8. Give me Indiana State. Give me the points tonight. Mo Valley action. Going to have a lot better Wednesday than we did a Tuesday, guys. Back at you on Thursday with another free play. All football will be out. National title game. NFL playoffs. Real strong last year in the NFL playoffs. Finished strong in the NFL on Week 17. Going to have some NFL action for you. A play each day and then a teaser involving both teams each day. So double headers Saturday and Sunday. Already got the cards drawn up.